It's a me, Mario! Woohoo! Let's go! Okie dokie!
Charles Martinet needs no introduction for anybody that has been playing video games almost their entire life. But for those who don't know, Charles Martinet is a famous voice actor who's mainly known for him playing the famous video game character Super Mario, alongside some other Mario characters like Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, so on and so forth.
And I was even Donkey Kong at one point.
This guy has been the voice of many characters on Nintendo for years now, like decades at this point. Yesterday it was announced that Charles Martinet would back down from being the voice of Mario and other Nintendo characters. When I first read that was like a huge punch in the gut. Never in my life did I ever think I would wake up to such devastating news like this. Now there's a bit of a light side to these news, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but right now, I just kind of want to express how I felt when I read the news. I was just not ready for this. It really struck me like so hard, like damn, this happened so suddenly, especially after the huge success of the movie. This was the last thing that was on like my predictions of the entire year. I was definitely surprised, but also just emotionally devastated by these news because Mario means a lot to me. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I probably have, but Mario was a huge part of my childhood, just like it was for a lot of other people. This character really defined like the entirety of my childhood, the entirety of my teen years. It just keeps defining who I am to this day. This character is very special to me because Mario was always kind of like my safe space in a way. Anytime I felt sad, anytime I felt kind of down, I just knew I could just pop up any Mario game and just completely ignore the rest of the world and just lose myself in the Mushroom Kingdom and all of these fun characters.
Daddy, it's a cow. No, that's a llama. Oh, hello, llama. Is your mama a llama? Yeah, I bet she is. Yeah, of course. Hello, little llama. Hello, little llama. Oh, it's so cute. Yeah.
That's why Mario to me is so important to me, because I always found Mario to be like my easy escapism from reality, and Charles's voice as this character has been a huge part of my entire life. Like, I grew up listening to this guy, like ever since the first game I ever touched, which was Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, and ever since then I've not stopped hearing his voice. Like, that's how far this guy goes for me with how I discovered not only video games, but how I discovered this amazing cast of characters. And to see this just kind of end, it really feels like the end of an era. Charles has been the voice of this character for like nearly 3 decades now. Nintendo themselves put an official statement out announcing these recent news. Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for a long time, as far as back as Super Mario 64. Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with all of you. It has been an honor working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we will post at a future date. Charles himself even responded to the statement by saying, "My new adventure begins. You are all #1 in my heart. Hashtag wahoo!
Hello! Whoopee! Oh, look at this world. The character for me brings out the best in me, and so I love that. I love sharing things too. I go to meet Mario fans, and I hear the most wonderful thing. You know, you're the voice of my childhood, or this brings back the memories. Mamma mia.
So I can't lie to y'all, okay? I did cry a little bit the morning I read these news. This is hurting me. And again, going back to what Nintendo said in their statement, Charles is not completely off working with Nintendo. He's still working with Nintendo again, as a Mario ambassador, like they said. So meaning he'll still be at conventions, and he'll pretty much still be the face of Mario at the end of the day. He's just not gonna voice the characters anymore in the actual video games, which, while it's still heartbreaking, at least it's a bit of a relief that he's still working with Nintendo in some capacity. Another thing that was confirmed was that Charles will not be voicing Mario or any other characters in the next 2D Mario platformer, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. which honestly, now going back and listening to some of the voice lines in the trailer, it kind of makes sense now, definitely. You can see how it's not really the same voice, but honestly, it did trick me at first, and I wasn't the only one that's tricked. At first, a lot of people were tricked and thought, yeah, that's Charles, but there was also a lot of people that thought, no, this is another person. Somebody else is voicing these characters, especially Mario. So honestly, the new guy that they got to voice these characters is doing a pretty damn good job, because it was good enough to fool a lot of people, including me, to think that it was just still Charles. To think that the last performance in the Mushroom Kingdom was voice Mario and Luigi's dad in the Super Mario Bros. Movie in the most heartwarming way possible.
Woohoo! Mario, you were amazing!
Thanks, Dad.
These are my boys! Hey!
Honestly, one of my favorite scenes in the entire film, in a movie filled with such amazing scenes in it. But not only voicing Mario and Luigi's dad, but also voicing Giuseppe, who is technically supposed to be Jumpman.
Is it too much?
Too much? It's a perfect! Woohoo!
Okay, I'm gonna trust you.
That is just incredible. To have Charles in the movie is probably the best send-off to Charles voicing these characters. We'll have to see what's up with the new voice actor or voice actors. It hasn't really been confirmed they got one person to voice all these characters, or is it just multiple people voicing different characters? I don't know, honestly. It has not been confirmed yet. Some pretty big shoes to fill, honestly. For what I've been hearing from some of the lines that we do hear in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, it seems like these characters are in good hands, so I'm not really that worried for now. These have been some pretty devastating news, but honestly, from Charles' point of view, I can understand why he decided to retire from voice acting and overall retire from voicing these characters, because he's nearing, or I think he's already 70 years old, I think. It makes sense for him to retire these characters. He himself said a couple of years back that he would like to do Mario's voice until he dropped dead, but he also mentioned that anything came about that he would just not be able to voice his characters anymore, that he will stop. He decided to do this. This wasn't Nintendo pulling some strings on him to quit or to get him out. This truly is the end of an era, and I'm sad, but also I'm just very grateful that I grew up with this man's voice for so many years.
I walked in, they were walking out, finished for the day. I said, can I read for this? And the guy looked at his watch and he goes, all right, come on in. You're an Italian plumber from Brooklyn, a character in a video game for Nintendo called Mario. So make up a voice, make up a video game, start talking. And I thought to myself, video game? I don't know anything about video games. And all of a sudden I hear action. I go, hello, I'm Mario. Let's make a pizza pie together. You go get some sausage. I'm gonna get some spaghetti. We put spaghetti in the sausage and the pizza. And he said, cut, stop talking. There's no more tape. All right, thanks, we'll be in touch. And I thought that was, okay, there's the door. We'll see you later. And he calls Nintendo, I found a Mario. I got him. And that was 26 amazing, fantastic years ago.
Charles Martinet gave me and so many other Nintendo fans a lot of great memories throughout the years, and I will always be thankful for that. Charles, if you're watching this, he's probably not watching this, thank you so much for all the amazing memories. You are incredible. You have been a huge part of my childhood. I could not have asked for a better childhood. Thank you so much for all the amazing memories, and I can't wait to see what's next on your new journey. So, what do you guys think about these news regarding Charles Martinet not voicing Mario anymore? I mean, I'm pretty sure I know how you guys are feeling. I'm pretty sure you guys feel the same I do, but just out of mere curiosity, leave down in the comments. I really want to know what you guys are feeling about these recent news. And like always, good day, good night, and stay safe. Once again, thank you so much, Charles. Take care.
It's a comedy lesson for you. Why did the banana fall out of the tree? I don't know. Why? Why? Because it was dead. See? That's funny.
Mamma mia.